prediction of the martyrdom of Hussayn radiallahu anhu. So many of you already know the story. I'll just cover briefly. So what happened one time, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam really loved Hussayn and also Al-Hassan. So he was playing with him. He was in the house of Salama. So Hussayn came in and he started to play with him, jump on his back and so on. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam really loved him so much that even when he was offering prayers in Jama, not just Nafil prayer, the fourth prayer, these kids, Hassan and Hussayn, used to come and jump on his back. And and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would delay his prayer because of that, because he wanted his kids to enjoy, his grandsons to enjoy. And it was fourth prayer, just remind, it's not the general person, and it's an imam and it's a prophet. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam cared so much for his children, his grandchildren. So one time when he was in the house of his wife Salama, Hussayn came in and he started kissing Hussayn. So one angel came and he told Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Do you love him? Do you love Hussayn?" Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that, "Yes, I love him." The angel said that, "You know what, your followers, your Muslims, they will kill him. They will kill him. And if you like, I can show you the place where he will be killed." So the angel then took like a handful of soil from the place where he was supposed to pass away and brought to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it was like red soil at that time. So Salama basically took it and put in her garment, but basically that was the prediction that was made. And what exactly happened, we will talk about it. But subhanAllah, it's really amazing how the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is. He had about 6, and some scholars said 7 children in his life, and all of them passed away during his lifetime. Except for Fatima radiallahu anha. And even her, angel came and told to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that Fatima is going to die, but she's going to die a little bit after you die. So he was informed about that. And now about Hussayn, whom he loved so much, he said that he is going to die, and just not give him the news of his martyrdom, but he is telling that your own people will kill him. And it's like so much of his heart, how much he would have felt the emotion wise. That was big news for him. But anyways, martyrdom is a very big status in Islam. And what really happened was, again going back to history, when Hassan radiallahu anhu gave away the caliphate to Muawiyah radiallahu anhu, and Muawiyah radiallahu anhu, what he did was he appointed his successor. He said, "My son Yazid, he will be the next Khalifa if I die. And Muawiyah radiallahu anhu, he had his own reasons why he did that. One reason that people give is that Ali appointed Hassan as the Khalifa, so I can appoint my son as the Khalifa as well. So something not new. And he basically, Muawiyah thought that, what, if I keep the matter open, again the same cycle will repeat of what happened to Uthman radiallahu anhu and Ali. Muslims will fight together. So I have to kill this whole situation and fix it, that my dynasty will rule it. So that the dynasty, the hereditary system came into picture now. And he said that Yazid will be the ruler, basically trying to finish off all the possible fitna that can happen. But people didn't really like that. People said that it should be according to who really deserved the most. And Yazid, he was a Muslim, of course, but he was not like others. He was not a companion, and he was just a regular person, obviously. And when he used to live very luxurious life, the son of a Khalifa, and because of that, the people might get spoiled when wealth comes, right? So Yazid, religion-wise, he was not there. He was not up to the mark. He was not at all qualified for this job. And when By the way, Hassan radiallahu anhu, he passed away. He was actually martyred even. He was poisoned. One of his servants poisoned, mixed poison in honey and gave it to him, and he passed away. He became martyred because of that, and then he was buried in Jannat al-Baqi. But what happened after that? People started to tell Hussayn that you should become Khalifa now. You are so much better. You deserve to be the Khalifa. Yazid is no way qualified to become the Khalifa. You should end this, and we are ready to fight for you. And Hussayn radiallahu anhu, his wish was that, Muawiyah, okay, he was the companion and he was a very qualified ruler. He was the governor of Syria and people really loved him. So he was quiet. Muawiyah was the ruler. But he said that when Yazid became the Khalifa, the previous all tribalism and all those things came in, and people started to, first of all, oppress other people and, not rule by Islamic laws. And they were unjust. They were not ruling correctly. So Hussayn radiallahu anhu, he thought that I should restore the Islamic Caliphate, bring the Islamic rulings back, and I have to do something. I cannot just sit like this. Otherwise, dynasty after dynasty, this child, one son, other son, his son will become the Khalifa, and it's not going to be good this way. So again from Kufa, thousands of people told Hussayn, about 18,000 people, that we will support you, just say yes, you become the Khalifa, and that's it, we will fight this army and defeat this army. So he decided that, okay, I will fight against Muawiyah and I will try to establish the caliphate. So what happened when he was on his way to reach Kufa, the promised help from Kufa, he was in the middle or almost close to reaching Kufa, and then he basically was at a place called Karbala, and there was the governor of Karbala, or the Kufa. His name was Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad, and he was not a nice person, very cruel. He stopped water coming into the camp, and basically he started a fight, and they were like, Hussayn was trying to go in secret, and the problem was that he was carrying all his daughters, wives, and nephews, nieces, everybody, his whole family basically, about 72 people, and a little bit more than that, and all of them were martyred except for a woman and his one son. Because he was sick, they left him, but he was beheaded. Heart really weeps because of this, because the way they killed Hussayn was really very bad. They not only martyred him, but really beheaded him, took his head out, and they took it to Syria, to Sham, to show it to Yazid. And I can't imagine really how a Muslim can even do that. He's the grandson of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and how can you do this? But that happened, and these were very terrible people. They call themselves Muslims, but when the tribalism takes over, you become blind. You don't see anything. So that's what happened, and he was about 57 years of age at that time when he passed away. And that was 10th of Muharram, and that's why all the Shias, as celebrate their day, the annual day, which we are not allowed to. We only observe fasting on that day because Rasulullah observed fasting, not because Hussayn radiallahu anhu was martyred. But we do really respect Hassan and Hussayn and really love him, because Rasulullah used to love him, and they were on the true path.